Welcome to the StockMiner.com studios. I am your stock miner, Brian Johnson. And you probably see this coming, but kind of a consolidation day today. The markets did finish up. The NASDAQ actually did very, very well today. It was very strong today. Up 19 points, which put it well ahead of the other two indices. Dow and S&P kind of bringing up the rest, right around that 0.6% change on the day. Now, we did not get, overall though, kind of a consolidation day, really didn't get any real market direction from what we saw. We saw this potential here. 1, 2, I still think this is probably a 3, consolidate, maybe an A, B, C. You can count this any way you want to. Maybe this is a larger A, now maybe working on a B with a C left to come, and that'll finish a wave 2 or whatever. We can do that to the nth degree, but what we're looking at here is we did not break this blue line down here, and this is what I was really wanting to watch on the Dow. We did not get an entry. One of my entries was, below the 10,000 mark. For the more conservative, we certainly didn't get there, and then back above about 10,250. Maybe for a more aggressive long, we didn't get anywhere near that either. So a very, very slow day in the markets, maybe 100 points up and down, but overall getting us nowhere. Still sitting just above the 200 period moving average here on the 60-minute and below the 20 and the 50. Now, still watching these upper levels for our moves. Yes, there was kind of a jump towards the end of the day. That does not mean, nor does it give us necessarily any indication of what's going to happen into tomorrow. Let's see if we get another consolidation day, or if we finally get the breaks of the levels we've been talking about. More aggressive below the 10,100, less aggressive below 10,000, and then of course to the upside, more aggressive above 10,250, less aggressive above the 10,400. All of them being good entries for long and short on the Dow. Taking a look at the daily here, you can see we had that strong day down, followed by today's little move. Let me take a quick look at the volume. Really nothing to speak of here. Nothing near what we saw on the move to the downside. So yes, we saw a little bit of a bounce here, but once again, no real market direction given here in the least bit. I'm back above the 20-day moving average, still held by the 50, and the big 200 still above us, which you saw held very well. 1, 2, 3 days in a row. This was putting in at one time last week a very nice high base formation, which forced me to continue to be neutral to kind of bullish in the short term. Once we broke the 50 then on Friday, all that was off the table. And now we're right back to a more neutral stance right in through here. I will say nothing's broken. Bigger picture from a bear side. So watching for the break of the 50-day, which is about that 10,250-ish area. And then back below 10,000 or 10,100 or so to the downside here. Both of those playing out well on a daily as well. NASDAQ on a 60. Here was the bigger move up. You can see up 0.88% today for the NDX. However, not really doing anything. Look, we came right back into the 20 and the 50. You will notice we have not tested this blue line as we are on some of the other indices. So we've got a lot of work to do. My mark here is still above the 1840 or 1860. And or for a short below 1780 if you're looking to do anything with the NASDAQ itself. We are back above the 20-day moving average, putting in what can be considered. Now, some people are going to look at this and go, oh, bullish harami. No, I'm not. I'm not looking at it that way at all. Got to take this in the bigger context. I just think this is just another candle within the move. I don't really look at that as anything more than just another candle. In other words, this is a bullish harami. We have no confirmation on this, but if we move down tomorrow and broke that 1800 area or so, wouldn't surprise me in the least bit. I don't think this is necessarily to be looked at as a reversal candle at this point. Anything going downwards could take us as low as this. I know that's a long ways down for the NASDAQ. That means some bad news for the tech stocks. Once again, long ways off. I have to wait to see if there's any confirmation of this. Back above these levels are where we're looking at if you want to trade this to the long side. We get back above 1865, 1870 or so. I really think the bulls are going to kind of sell off some of their positions, and the bears are going to get out of their short positions. They're going to cover, and I think the bulls will then take over at that point. I gotta slow down. NASDAQ on a weekly. It's Monday. You know I don't really care about the weekly, so I'm just looking to see if that blue line holds. SPX on a 60-minute as well, coming right back into this area here with the 20, the 200, and the 50 all above it. So yes, a 7.6-point move or so on the S&P today, getting us absolutely nowhere when it was all said and done. Looking for breaks back below 1060-ish and or back above 1080-ish for your trades. From a daily, you get in back above 1080. More conservative are going to want to wait till it breaks the 50-day moving average. Otherwise, 1060 I think is still a good move. Once again, just looking at a big muddled mess down here after today. Still working on a lot of consolidation. Look at what we saw here. Nice moves down here, making for some great trading on some of this here. Moves up. Nice trading, moves down, nice trading, move back up, nice trading. This stuff, not nice trading. Certainly not something you want to be working on. Moving on to the weekly, it's Monday, not going to worry about it, but we are watching the blue line above us. VIX on a daily did fall, market